Haylou, a popular consumer electronics brand that we immediately associate with Xiaomi, has released their cheapest entry-level watch. In today's video, I'm going to show you everything you want to know about a blend of a fitness tracker and a smartwatch, which has been named Haylou GS. I will challenge its step count accuracy as well as heart rate and SpO2 measurement accuracy. This is something hard to find in other video reviews on YouTube. I will check if the GS is really water resistant and will show you through the main features of the watch, and will discuss pros and cons of this entry-level smartwatch. Hi, what's up guys? My name is Adam and you're watching Family Pop TV YouTube channel. After the success of Haylou RS and Haylou RT series, which I have reviewed not long ago, the new GS is kind of step back, but I don't want to spoil it. First, let's check what's in the box. Once opened, we are greeted by the Haylou GS itself. We also got here an USB charging cable and a user's manual where you can find the QR code which is required to download the companion app called Haylou Fun. The companion app is actually quite intuitive and simplistic and offers a ton of features when it comes to health stat reports, alarms, reminders, push notifications, etc. etc. Once you got the app installed on your phone, make sure you got the Bluetooth turned on in your phone, but do not connect your watch from this screen. To connect it, you'll have to open the app, then you'll be asked to create your profile or log into your existing personal profile. Then just carry on with pairing and syncing from the app. The initial connection with the phone is necessary in order to set up the time and date, and set up all your tracking preferences, sports targets, and personalize the watch. During setup, you'll be asked to confirm the app requests regarding the notifications, etc. To ensure full functionality of the watch, you'll have to confirm all the requests. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the Haylou GS. The circular body of the GS is made from aluminium alloy, while the strap is available in silicone. It has that business sport design that looks good, but it's actually a rebranded SoundPEATS Watch 2 with a very few tiny tweaks from Haylou. And this is the Haylou's dirty little secret. I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed here. I would expect some more effort and creativity from Haylou. Anyway, the GS is very lightweight, and with its 38 grams, it feels comfy on the wrist. At the reverse of the watch, we got a standard configuration of PPG sensors for the heart rate and the SpO2, and the magnetic contact pins for charging. The straps are interchangeable and can be replaced for any 22mm straps. All you have to do is locate and pull the little pins here, and the straps comes off. Grab a new one, pull the pin, check if it holds, all done. Personally, I prefer the leather straps, but you can use any straps you like as long as they are 22mm wide. The GS has a 1.28-inch color TFT LCD touchscreen with an anti-scratch coating and 2.5D curved glass, and the display resolution is 240 by 240 pixels. Display has 4 levels of brightness, and I've been using this watch on a top brightness level as it seems pretty dark outdoors in the sunlight. The look of the display can be obviously customized. You'll have to download one of the optional watch faces from the selection of around 40 available ones, and this has to be done via the companion app. If you swipe the display to the top, you'll get the main menu, which combines little icons and text. By the way, the menu items are not customizable, but you can find here all the features the GS has to offer. First is the stats screen, steps, distance traveled and calories burned, all organized in aesthetic looking circles. Then we got the heart rate measurements, which tracks the heart rate continuously 24 hours a day. Let's check out how accurate the heart rate and the SpO2 measurements actually are. And before we carry on, make sure you're subscribed. I'm comparing the Haylou's reading with the NHS approved medical pulse oximeter. In the first trial, when I was very relaxed, the GS measured heart rate of 67 beats per minute, almost the same as the readings from the pulse oximeter, which shows 64 beats per minute. That's not bad, but let's try it again. Looks like we got the same readings on both devices. let's try the measurements of the blood saturation levels, also known as SpO2. Here I have to trigger it manually as the GS doesn't track the SpO2 in the background. This feature is on demand. Here we got 99% of SpO2 on the GS, and the oximeter counts 97% of SpO2. That's close enough. And the beats per minute of the heart rate is 70 on the GS and 73 at the medical device. Okay, this was too easy. Let's spice up things a bit. I'll do some press-ups to raise my heart rate a bit, and then we'll repeat the same test to make it more challenging for the watch. Let's start the measurements. And here's the result: 104 on the GS and 103 on oximeter. That's pretty good. In conclusion, the heart rate tracking is pretty accurate. The SpO2 blood oxygen saturation readings are also very close. However, don't forget, the Haylou GS isn't a medical grade device, so these readings should be taken only as a reference. The GS has 12 various sports modes to track the sport activities. And here we got jogging, fast walking, biking, climbing, spinning, yoga, indoor running, integrated training, gymnastics, basketball, football and rowing. You can easily keep track of all these exercises in real time directly on the GS, and it helps you to understand your physical condition. Unfortunately, the watch hasn't got a GPS built in to track your position during walking, biking or running exercises, but the companion app can utilize the GPS location directly from your phone. All you have to do, open the app and start the walking, running or biking exercise from the app, and your GPS position going to be tracked and recorded within the app. But let's check if the GS can count the steps accurately. For this experiment, I've been using a manual tally counter as usual. I have done exactly 1000 steps. Each step equals one manual click. This is the most reliable method counting the steps, and Haylou GS tracked, wait a second, it's 1000 steps. Wow, that's impressive. However, just to make sure it wasn't just a coincidence, I have repeated the challenge, but I tried to do various speeds, various stride lengths. I even walk on the stairs just to make it more difficult to GS. And here's the result. The GS counted 983 steps against the 1000 steps clicked on the tally counter. So the overall accuracy in both challenges is 99.15%, which is surprisingly good. By the way, to maximize the accuracy, you'll have to enter your correct physical details within your profile in the companion app, such as age, weight and height. We discussed the sports modes, and there's no swimming mode despite the Haylou claims the watch has an IP68 enclosure, which means it's water resistant. I'm not going to take it for granted. Let's drop the watch to the glass of water to see if it survives. It's 10 past 10 in the morning right now, and I'll try to keep it submerged for at least 5 to 6 hours, but I'll keep checking on the GS every hour to see if it's still alive. To recap, devices and wearables backed by an international standard rating of IP68 are deemed fit enough to withstand dust, dirt and sand, and as I mentioned before, are resistant to submersion up to a maximum depth of 1.5 meter underwater for up to 30 minutes. We're talking about fresh water here. I won't risk dropping the watch with metal parts into a salty, conductive water, or I won't go to the Swedish sauna wearing any watch, as the microparticles of steam would penetrate the seals of the watch. Anyway, it's been submerged for 12 hours, and let's check on the GS if it's still alive. It looks fine to me. Certainly the watch will withstand the moisture, sweat, hand washing, shower, swimming, etc, etc. Real-time message notifications. It pushes the notifications about the incoming text messages and social apps messages, as well as notifications about an incoming call. Unfortunately, you can't pick up the incoming call, you could only drop it. It will work only when your watch is connected with your smartphone. The good thing is, the smartwatch can vibrate to notify you of incoming calls and messages, which can help you to stay in touch so you never miss important messages. You can control your music app in your smartphone once the devices are connected. Here you can start and stop and skip to the next song or a previous song. Unfortunately, the player won't work while your GS is tracking your exercises in the sports mode. There are more useful features here: stopwatch, countdown, find phone, etc. And then the last item in the menu, we got the settings, which are watch face, brightness, watch info, power off button and the factory reset button. Haylou GS has got a 220 mAh lithium polymer battery, which, as the manufacturer states, the 1.5 hours battery charge allows you to use the watch for 7 days between the charging on normal use. There are affiliate links in this video description where you could find the best possible prices and promo deals for the Haylou GS. In the summary, if you're looking for an inexpensive smartwatch and activity tracker, this fills the bill quite nicely and is just nice. But personally, I think this is a step backward for Haylou, as they only tweaked the existing SoundPEATS Watch 2 and then it's been rebranded as Haylou GS. The good thing is, the watch is pretty accurate in fitness tracking and works slightly smoother than the SoundPEATS Watch 2. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that video and found it pretty informative and useful. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed so you won't miss when the next video comes out. Thanks everyone, that was Adam and you watched Family Pop TV.